YCS fallout has definitely been felt, but we've also got Mimighoul random movements for the new TCG exclusive as well. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Oh man, Mimighoul cards. Oh hey, leave a comment down below when you be walking away with a booster pack as per usual. We have 9 dungeons on the market today, and I can tell you, this card, can you tell which day the TCG exclusive was revealed? Would it be the 19th with all of the dungeons in the $35 range disappearing? Yeah, I'm not all that surprised. Nail coffined anybody wanting to pick up that. Master, on the other hand, hey, good news. Master's like a 2 of. You don't need to spend, crazy amounts of money on this, which I think is the thing that does help out Master a lot from disappearing. But hey, can you... There were none sold on the 18th. That's actually hilarious. But can you spot the day the TCG exclusive was revealed to rip from the opponent's extra deck? I can. Yep. Up. The Masters go. Now the rest of the deck. Okay, so that's your high rarity. Your regular dungeons, well, these did get destroyed too. These are 10s. Yep, I guess. It made sense for the dungeon crawler to get destroyed off of the market. And then, of course, Ultra Masters, you saw 98 of these, which is funny, by the way, because 15 to 98 of these. But alas, it's not stopping this card from getting destroyed off of the market. I mean, your $5 copies. So takeaways with this. Masters still like $4 to $5. You can still get what looks like the deck core in $30, $45. The rest of this is pennies. Just picking up your place at this. Yeah, it stinks it's no longer a $30 core. Having to spend, $45, a little bit rough. Plus, you're going to have to factor in for the next Seeker Rare as well. And I know a lot of people aren't going to be too happy about that. So, kind of take your poison out here, I guess, when you're looking at things out here and considering, is this for me on the investment train? Choo-choo! I'm just here to see how many Nightmare Archfiends have sold in the last day or so, because we're still waiting on that list. Yeah, you're 18. Somebody was like, you know what, I can spend $2.50 for this investment. Nightmare Archfiends, I believe, has 2 printings, if I recall correctly, out here. It also had the Dino Masher's Fury starter deck for some reason. I don't know why this was in here. Yes, somebody bought 50 copies at 14 cents. They're like, this is my time to invest. I'm gonna finally win the penny stonk market out here. I guess 14 times 50s like $7. Okay, that's free if you believe in this. And then of course, the Earthbound release out here. We could see an upgrade for this, which is kind of crazy. Like, I know Konami definitely looked at Angel of Blue Tears and was like, hey, we need to reprint this in a higher rarity. This card is too gosh darn good. Plus, you have the Light Duelist pack stuff that will eventually get ported in over here. But people are looking at this same thing. We have mass people buying these. 12, 27, or 37 at 3 cents a piece is hilarious. That's great. But this was your biggest. Yeah, when you're looking at the maze stuff and you're like, oh, this is like a penny stonk I want to do, you're not going to be making much off of this, especially if you're picking this up right when Beatrice is expected to get blown up on a future list. Yeah, good luck. And then, of course, transaction rollbacks. These have actually... The collector's rares are still pretty up there. 52, 53, 69. Yeah, you're down to $43 right now, which is kind of insane to think about in the long haul here. Just watching those kind of spiral down. But your ultras down here, these did hit underneath 20 finally. You have to remember, German for $15 here. That's an insane name. But yeah, you're at 15. Thank you, 10 reprints. They've actually done a fantastic job at pushing down the value for things like the transaction rollback to actually try to make the game slightly more affordable. And of course, I don't know why we don't have a reprint yet for Archfiend Harris. This card needs... Why? I've always wondered this. Because like the last time we saw this card was 2014. I don't know if you know, but that's 10 years ago, was the last printing for Harris that we had in the 2014 Megatins. This is all the way back in Judgment of the Light. And you're like, why is this card suddenly $3? Like, I don't understand. Well, it's because Konami hasn't, never gave it its actual printings and never tried to push this card down. Especially when you're looking at 10 listings for this thing right now, all selling at like $3, $4 because people saw, man, this card definitely had its day. I will say that. Sure. Judgment of the Light out here also, 81 listings. Judgment of the Light was kind of a failure set, if you want my honest opinion. Definitely left a little bit to be desired. Oh, speaking of things and things to be desired, why was this the one that, I guess there was only one on the market for $5 and they were just like, crazy, let's get it. The emergency provisions, the rare, to my knowledge, is the highest rarity printing of emergency provisions printed. And this is all the way back, and I kid you not, from DB2. Alright, to see that people were spending, this didn't have a crazy buyout, which I'm happy to see, alright? But you're looking at like $5 here for these. Granted, I mean, you get mod plays and whatnot for $3s, which I think is fine. I do find it very interesting that Child's Play down here is listed in the cards customers have also purchased. Why? Sorry, we got to jump on over here. Each time your opponent throws summons a monster, gain 3 life points. Your monster cannot be destroyed by battle while you have 10,000 or more life points. Why in the world is this card being even looked at? Somebody bought 20 copies of this at... Is this somebody's counter to the meta out here? Is somebody actually looking at Child's Play and going, yes, that okay, sure, that's hilarious. Anyway, back to emergency provisions out here. Your rares are definitely sticking around at some interesting price points. And of course, you have plenty of commons out here, say the least. Yeah, nice 40 cents, 30 cents. Yeah, I think everything looks pretty normal out here. Now, hat format. So I was wondering why in the world breakthrough skill and some of these other things have been suddenly, spiking up in really weird directions. Well, evidently hat format is being looked at by more people out here as like a good format. I personally don't think hat format's that good, but you know what? We'll see it. So, 818 was your last movements on these, and 817 is a good chunk of these moved, but it looks like still 33 on up to $50 for a breakthrough skill. That's insane to me. I'm never going to pay that. Granted, though, rest of these BTSs are like $1. So if you're somebody that's looking at hat format, your Fire Hands too, 67 listings of Fire Hand. Granted, this card has not exceeded a great number of time, but I mean, you can consistently tell, hey, people are coming through here looking at this format, wanting to pick it up. People are spending $6 a Fire Hand. That's dumb for near mints. People really do want to buy from the same person. But I mean, you've got gold rares for 20 cents. You got the commons that are cheap. You don't need the highest rare. Same thing I hear with the Ice Hand. 64 for the Secret Rare Ice Hand, the original print. I gotta have the deck in the rarity that I played it in this format. I mean, I guess Ice Hand, is the one you play less of anyway. But, interesting movements on that. Once again, hey, 135 for the gold rare, 20 cents. Alright, commons coming in still about the same numbers here. Alright, I don't see anything too crazy with that. Soul Charge. This was probably, I think, one of the cooler cards that was available in this format. People really did like having Soul Charge kind of stick around and be able to do the thing. You just had 7 sold for $1.15. I think it's funny, actually. Yeah, good chunk of weekend movements out here on, your hat format stuff. Original Dragons Unleashed versions, those are kind of low on listings. That's interesting. I can't say I had this on my list of things. And then, of course, artifact cards in general. Moral Tax still $6, or Durandal 6s. Moral Tax 50 listings, 40 listings. Sanctum's also kind of moving up here. Yeah, it looks like hat format kind of starting to take off. Definitely was, like I said, not something I expected to see, but all right, so what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.